We believe that you are the foundation on which Boston was built, so our goal is to connect you to resources, benefits, and information to enhance your life.
So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to get everything ready that you want in your smoothie.
Yeah. So you got everything here.
I've got everything here. I'm going to take my bag. And again, you could do this with anything.
Yep.
And I'm just going to put everything right in there. I'm going to throw some kale in there. I'm going to throw some apple in there. I'm going to seal it up, and I'm going to label it.
Okay.
I think, one of the things about using the freezer is if you don't label it right away, sometimes you think, oh, I'll remember, I'll know what's in there. But it really is important to label it and date it.
Especially the date, yeah.
Absolutely. So you have the date on it. So you have this ready to go when you wake up in the morning. You pull it out of the freezer. You throw it in your blender with some yogurt, a little juice or no juice,
Easy.
maybe water,
Yeah.
some honey.
The prep's all done.
It's done. And it also is, again, like if you have some produce that you like, you can mix it with fruit and just, not let it go to waste.
And big kale comes in those big bunches too, so it's good way to use that.
Yeah, I feel like they sell kale now by pounds
The
of
bushel.
kale. There's so much kale.
I think there's a common misconception that if we say I don't know publicly, people might look down on us. People might consider us to be inadequate, and that we might lose a lot. But in fact, I think the freer we are to be honest about those situations when we just don't know, when we own up to that fact, we actually create an opportunity to communicate more truly and intimately with the other people in our lives. So I think there's less reason to fear saying I don't know than we think.
That's wonderful. Do you think I don't know also has a gesture or a body posture as well? Or is it just in what we say? It's just a verbal?
I mean, I think of freely and in a celebratory way, saying I don't know with a grand shrug. This sort of admission don't ask me, I don't know. But also that shrug is, think about it, when you shrug, you're turning your palms up. It's a very opened up gesture. So in a way, it's you're being really receptive there. You're kind of like, but tell me what you think, or fill me in, or, it's sort of saying I don't know becomes a way of welcoming in new perspectives or information.
Today on Don't Retire, Inspire, I am pleased to welcome Joseph Gifford. Now, this is a man who dances through life, right?
Still dancing. I
Still
think so.
dancing.
Absolutely. Inner dance and outer dance.
Okay, but you started out dancing.
Yes, I did. I graduated from University of Michigan and was awarded a fellowship to study with one of the great pioneering companies in New York City, Doris Humphrey and Charles Weidman. Their names aren't known that much anymore.
No.
If you say Martha Graham, everyone
knows.
She lived, until she was 97.
Yes.
And Doris Humphrey passed away when she was about 63, but a very great artist. And she has influenced my life
Forever.
She's been a great guide for me, a great gift for me, actually. And
I danced with Martha Graham. And
you did?
Yes. And
in the company?
Yes. Once a dancer, always a dancer. Okay, because you see things on that level that you can get up and move. And I feel a lot of people don't think they can move. What are you doing now with conductors, though? You're doing wonderful things with conductors.
Well, I start with the body, because the body is, I think, I'm writing a book now on my teachings, and one chapter is called The Body is the Envelope of the Past.
Okay, the body is the envelope of the past. Meaning?
For good or bad, well, there's an imprint of the past on the body takes up the imprints for bad or for good.
Yeah.
If I'm like this with tight shoulders,
yes.
What happened? What's made me into that? If I'm like this with a tight chest, what's made me into that?
Okay.
And I always start with the body. And if the body makes a change, a significant change, there's always an inner response. Always an inner response. and then change begins to happen.
It comes back to you, not twofold, but threefold.
You have to do the little TLC, the old tender loving care, and go a little bit above and beyond, It's very rewarding. You're not going to get rich on this job, but at the end of the day, it's very nice to know that you make a difference in a person's life, that there's no anxiety setting in,